There's still this symbiotic relationship between popular culture and advertising. Whatever form that advertising is, it goes back and forth. And we're all just still a bunch of award hoarders, whether you're in digital or shiny. What relates to putting your book together is putting your book together change. Yes. Yes. I've been noticing books from some going to see full of just print ads, print, and then you like Photoshop it into a bus shelter, and it's an integrated campaign. And then you like Photoshop it into a sidewalk. Ooh, look, it's gorilla. It doesn't cut it, but I think we're really hoping. And then okay, digital like that. I put it around it online. Still, when people look at great ideas and put print ads off of one idea, that big of an idea, great print execution, but maybe it doesn't have any legs to go anywhere else. And you still want the same reaction. We're still trying to get those same things from people. Like, wow, that's great, it's clever, that's funny, that's horrific, I'm scared, those things. And it's still a reflection of you and your personality. That's what your book is. I mean, it really is. You can equate it to a novel. It's really a summation of who you are and your personality. So if it kind of looks like everybody else, I'm looking at your book, you seem like you're like everybody else. But if you have something that's a little bit more daring, a little more risky, or quirky, I even give you credit for being just like fucked up weird, just because I like to see that. So here are a few examples. First, I want to show these are so the things we're doing at RGA. I have a strange title. I'm a creative director and a copy lead. I think the title copy lead is a holdover from the old RGA days when it was just like a little design boutique, and they needed a writer because they had a space right here and they needed a word to fit in that little space. But I oversee all the writers on all the Nike brands. We have Nike basketball, Nike football, Nike women, Nike store, Nike soccer, Nike running, Nike plus. I think all of them. And we're not just, like I said, we're not just coming up with, actually we don't even do banner ads. That's Avenue A. They do all the banner ads. We don't do any of them. We do site experiences and extensions beyond. Our job may start digitally, but we have license to go beyond. Wyden is the traditional agency of record. They do TV, print, and radio. And Nike doesn't go to them for other ideas other than that. Now, Wyden brings it to them, but we're the ones who have the license. Since our sort of job description is ill-defined, we have license to do everything. So what we do is we come up with a bigger idea. This first example I want to show you, it's in a little case study movie. It was for the award show, so it kind of goes by quick, but I just want to set it up. And that is, for Nike women, they decided one day they wanted to change their target completely. They were selling like yoga mats and like workout clothes for the gym, and they realized that there was a huge market in the teen segment that they were totally ignoring. And you can't talk to both, because if you're selling yoga mats, teen girls give a crap. So they want to shift their whole focus. Well, when you talk to teen girls, you can't just do a fun and fresh site with lots of daisies and say, like, there, we did it, why aren't they coming? So you really have to do something like meaningful. And so we thought, well, you know, let's not try and speak to them. Let's grab one of them and have this person, this girl, be the ambassador for this whole segment and put it all on her. So we came up with this idea called the Nike Field Reporter. And you'll see it in this video. But we did this huge casting call for the perfect girl, this like sports reporter basically, this teenage sports reporter. And we sent her out. I think she just finished up her tour duty, and she met like more people you can imagine. She met LeBron, Kanye. She talked to all the top tier athletes, celebrities. This girl was like on a plane constantly. She's in college. I don't even think she finished college. I think she was busy. So we pretty much like ruined her academic career, but she'll have an awesome career in journalism. So let's see if we can pull this up. Tons of money. Yeah, the money will be about.
Ask a parent what it's like trying to get through to teenage girls, and you'll realize the challenge Nike faced when it shifted its target from 30-year-old women headed for the gym to teenage female athletes who couldn't care less about yoga and Pilates. Nike needed a way to speak to teen girls in a voice they'd be willing to listen to, one of their own. Introducing Nike Field Reporter. Nike Field Reporter is a digital magazine that brings girls the athletes they want to talk to and the content they want to see in a voice they can identify with. And it all started with a want ad for a dream job. Travel across the country for 6 months, going to the big games, interviewing the big names, and reporting back in the form of blog entries, photos, and video. Posters, banner ads, and postings on job sites encouraged girls across the country to apply. Online videos from top athletes challenged girls to sign up.
Ask me how it feels. Ask me about raising the boys.
Over 100 audition videos were submitted. One lucky girl got the job.
Hi, I'm Brittany Jones-Cooper, and I'm the first ever Nike Field Reporter.
What was supposed to be a part-time job quickly exploded into a jet-setting full-time gig. So far, she's gone one-on-one with some of the biggest names in sport, both male and female.
What would be the drill that you think most benefits you as an athlete?
And she's moved beyond athletes, talking to celebrities and recording artists at events like South by Southwest. Giving an even greater teen girl perspective, a team of correspondents across the country report on local events, workout trends, and hot new products. In just a few short months, the program has been a huge success. Thousands of people have visited the site. And as more and more content is added, the numbers keep going up. It seems that the only thing that can stop her is the end of her assignment, because it's nearly time to search for the next Nike Field Reporter.
So we created the site. It was I guess you could call it a site, but it's a bigger idea than just like a little website you click through. And we shot all content. RGA started out as a special effects company back in the early, when was that? In the 70s. They did a lot of, Bob Greenberg did all the movie trailer or the title sequences, like the first Superman, Aliens, and then they moved into the web about '96. But they've always had this legacy of great production, like broadcast production. So we have our own digital studio with directors, editors, sound people, graphics, animation. So everything you see there, we did. We shot everything, we edited everything. So there was like 3-4 suckers following that girl around for 6 months, like all over the place. So a little bit more, that's kind of what you could do in the digital space. That's not just a little banner ad or a website. Here's another example that we just wrapped up. It's actually, it's not down, but it was a short thing. That's about the human. This is past. Anybody run it? Yeah. All right. One in the whole room. We'll do that next year. 2. Woo! All right. The world's largest. So this was an idea that we originally pitched to them way back, like last year. We said, hey, we've got this idea. It's going to be called the 10,000 mile run. To mirror the path of the Olympic torch as it goes around the world or across the country, and you can run it virtually. So this is it's all based off of Nike Plus. Does everybody know what Plus is? You don't. It's the little sensor that goes in your Nike shoe, talks to your iPod, it sort of combines music and data, community, brings it all together. So you become part of this network, this global community of runners. This idea that you can run a marathon virtually, run 26 points, log your run, and you can trash talk them, you can challenge them, you can join teams, these virtual teams. We built out this whole sort of community. Well, we said, let's do something huge with this. Let's get people to follow this path of the Olympic torch. And they said, I think we can do a little bit better than that. I think we can come up with something a little bit bigger. And that's one thing that Nike constantly does is they'll go, yeah, that's good, but I think push yourself. Let's do something even bigger than that. So they